All right, it is September 19th. Just got off work. It's 4:40. Kind of late, but it's a great day to go hunting today. It's cloudy, overcast, cool, 60 degrees. So I'm going to speed over to a spot that's close by, try to scramble in there and get set up on a little ridge that runs down into a river. I think they just clear cut it 2 years ago, so should be some growth in there. There used to be a lot of big mature oaks. Don't know how much they left. Haven't really been back in there. Did a little bit of turkey hunting. We're gonna see. It's 5:50. Just got set up. I'm in an overgrown skid path on top of this little knoll. It's super quiet in here. I can hear acorns dropping around me. There's some good browse in here. I ran a trail camera in here 2 years ago. I haven't been in here since. And there was some decent buck activity in here. There's a hill right here that they bet on. It's southeast facing. It runs north and south, and there's a bunch of finger hills that run down it on the southeast side, so I think I'm in a good spot. I'm just standing on my climbing sticks, tucked into this oak tree overlooking this intersection of trails here that's all grown up. We'll see what happens. Don't have very high expectations, just wanted to get out tonight, so we got an hour till sunset and then 20 minutes after that because it's overcast. We'll see what happens. That's gonna wrap it up. September 20th, 3:30 p.m. About 68 degrees. It's warm today. Again, got off work a little bit early. Gonna jet over to a spot and got to bushwhack through some thick shit along this river. Cross this little beaver dam. I was hoping it's not completely underwater given the rain that we've had the last couple days. And then go across this little switchgrassy opening with some dogwoods and tamaracks to get to this sweet little opening that abuts up to these green fields. Saw a bunch of does in there last year. Talked to the property owner. He said he's had some bucks that he's seen around his property. Yeah, I'm thinking with the warm weather, hopefully they're going to be hanging out by the river today and go to the green fields at night, so maybe I can cut them off in a little staging area right there just before sunset. 2 days in a row, feel a lot better than last year, so pretty pumped to get out and do as much hunting as I'm doing. So gonna fly over here, hopefully get set up in just a little bit, and then make our way up into the tree, and I will see you there. Saturday, the 23rd. We're going back to the Oxbow piece we hunted last week. The wind has not been right for it the last couple days. But today, allegedly, we have a wind out of the east, which is super rare, and I doubt it's accurate, but the wind should be blowing out of the Oxbow into the river and over the river and onto the green fields. So if that's the case, hoping they're more likely to transition out of the Oxbow
back into the hardwoods and then wrap around. But if there's any oaks up in the hardwoods, they'd be more likely with a wind that isn't blowing out of their destination location into their bed so they can check it from their secure bedding area. Maybe they'll be more likely to walk out of the mouth of the Oxbow where I can have a minimal impact, just shoot in from the edge of the mouth of the Oxbow along the back edge of this little grassy opening, and then hopefully get set up. Once I get set up, I'm going to be within probably 75 yards of a couple beds that I found in there, and where I suspect the bucks will be bedding right in the middle of the tip of the Oxbow. So not going to talk. Going to take our time getting in here. It's 1 o'clock now, just after 1, so try not to get too sweaty. 60 degrees today. Hoping for good encounter tonight. The grind continues. It's Sunday. Gonna give the Oxbow spot a break. Sat there last night, didn't see anything, so not to get discouraged. It's the reality of hunting in New Hampshire. It's super low deer densities for the state and just in general. So a lot of the times when I go out, if I see any deer at all, then I'm happy, because deer hunting in New Hampshire is pretty hard. That's why there's not a lot of content out there showcasing it. That said, there's still some great bucks here, but you just have to work extra hard for them, and if you shoot anything in New Hampshire, it's considered a trophy. So essentially today we're headed over to a river spot. It's a big ass swamp where I've killed some deer historically. I usually see a bunch of deer whenever I come back in here, just because it's a really good vantage point. Could be more of an observation sit than anything, but we're gonna see what happens. We have a good wind to canoe in there and pop right in up the tree line, and then get a vantage point where I can look across this big meadow that the river kind of surrounds on a bunch of sides. So it's a pretty cool vantage spot. I do like this spot a lot. That being said, I know usually there's does bedded in and around here, a bunch of little narrow oxbows. But we'll see what happens today. Not going to be too picky. Probably we'll shoot a doe in here if we see one, but you never know what you're going to see. Alright, I'm set up. What a clusterfuck this was. I'm nowhere near as high as I wanted to be in this tree. I'm only about 18 feet up. But that's the only way that I can shoot this lane that I walk through, the grassy opening that I had to walk through. It's super grown up in here since the last time I've been here, but like prime bedding. I know there's deer in here. The problem is that I wanted to use this sit as an observation sit to look out over this huge swamp here. I could probably see 800 yards. Is a great vantage point. But in order, I can't shoot from up top there. So what I think I'm gonna do is have my camera and my bow set up down low, and then set a couple climbing sticks up higher to use with aiders. And then for now, I might shoot up another 12 or 15 feet, do some observation. If I see anything, I'll bring the camera up by hand, because it's on a camera arm now. So if I go up and I see a big buck or something far away, then I'll bring the camera up and pan to it and try to get some footage. But for right now, I mean, we're set up low, overlooking this grassy opening in this tree line that's kind of runs up through the middle of this big swamp into a bedding area. Yeah, it's awesome in here. It's buggy.
I think we're gonna see deer in here, but whether or not we get a shot at one, that's another issue. So we'll see what happens. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. Just had that one little doe come through. It's grown up quite a bit since I've been in here last, so there could have been more and I just couldn't have seen it. But definitely probably be a good spot to come back for rifle season. Anyway, well, I'm gonna get down, canoe, make my way back through chest high thick till I get to the canoe, and then canoe 1.5 miles out of here through 2 blowdowns that go across the entire river. It should be interesting. That's it. That's gonna do it for this week. Thanks for watching. I guess we'll see y'all after next week's shenanigans.